guys, we got this. Let's go. Gun wide trip sweep. Pros X go. On one. Ready?
Right.
What's going on, everyone? ANCAP24 here from HuddleGG, and today we're going to show you one of my favorite blitzes when going against compression sets, whether it's bunch or gun tight, and absolutely scream at the quarterback. Now, if this is the first time checking out our channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Also, hit that bell notification to make sure that you never miss any of our uploads. So the play we're going to be looking at is Nickel Blitz 2 out of the 335 Will. Now, there's a lot of Nickel Blitz 2s out there, and that used to be one of the best blitzes in the game. And I feel like this year, you can definitely get some great heat off of it when using the correct alignment, and that's what the 335 Will is going to show you. So what I'm going to do is call Gun Bunch. I'm going to show you Nickel 335 Will. And the first thing I want to show you basically is this player that comes down. That's going to be very, very key when you're going against compression sets. I want to make sure you understand that. Gun Bunch, Gun Tight, anything like gun deuce close, things that you're going to have not a spread out, right? What all you're going to do is blitz all linebackers, and then you're going to move this linebacker here over the center. And I like to do it like slightly to the left here, to where he's basically, his shoulder is in the middle of the player. Okay. Now, what you're going to see here, this is a 5-out blitz I'm going to show you right now. I'm not going to block anybody. We're going to kind of build off of this when they block the running back, when they block their tight end, when they delay fade their tight end, all that type of stuff, right? So just to start off with, what you're going to see is that you've got a lot of people coming, right? You got 2, 4, 6 players plus yourself, so there's a 7-man blitz. Obviously, this should come against 5, but what we're going to do with our linebacker is we're going to touch and go with the center, touches him, goes back out, and you can see how this is going to come flying in, right? So we essentially only sent 6, right? If you look at the instant replay, we're not sending ourselves. We're just basically going ahead, getting the attention of that center, and now we have the ability to cover all the middle of the field. So in a cover 2 situation, you've got your deep covered, you got your outsides covered, and you're basically covering that first threat. And you can see here in the situation that we're able to basically go ahead and get to the quarterback really quickly. Now, if they're doing anything where they're throwing really hot to their tight end, where he's doing any type of like flat, right? What you're going to see here is we can do the same exact thing, and now we can take our nickel corner and we can man him up on that player, and now we've got the flat to the right covered, and you're going to see the same exact results. You can see that this guy's going to come flying in, and you got yourself an easy, sack as well, right? And it's because you don't need that player if they're sending all 5 out. If they want to block their tight end, say they delay fade them, we do the same thing. And what you're going to see here is that you're going to get that same result, because you remember on the first example, we get 2 free to the quarterback. So if that guy's going to block 1, the other guy's going to come in, and we're money, right? So you're going to see how on the right side, they're really going to, get stressed by having to cover that. If they block the running back, what you're going to see here is now you're going to have that ability to where the center actually moves over to the right side, because what ends up happening is he's leaving the player that I'm using for the running back. And what you're going to see is that if he does that, we stop ourselves, and you're going to see how that's going to come flying in as well. So this blitz is really something that's going to be a headache. If they block everybody, like they max protect, I'll show you basically how this works. A lot of the times what happens is because we're sending 2 people at that tight end, that tight end basically won't hold his block long enough, and you're going to be able to get in. So you're going to see here, this guy comes over here, and you can see actually this time the guy slid over. Not every time does that running back slide over, or if he does slide over, that tight end kind of gets that insta-shed on him. Let's go ahead and kind of show it to you again, see if we can do it this way. And let's take a look at it. You can see a lot of times where you're going to get some shedding from this defense because of it on max protect. And a lot of times max protect is not the answer, just because of the way that the angles are on the defensive line. It comes in, pretty quickly when they max protect. But if you're making them max protect, you've won the battle, right? So that's basically how this works. Now, one of the basic reasons I wanted to show you this blitz, because it comes out of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers playbook. And if you noticed, we just dropped Drini's 2-4-5 odd tournament game plan. Okay, what that basically means is this is the tournament that he just got done playing as far as the Thanksgiving Classic, and this is what he was running. His whole crew runs it. Absolutely going to be awesome. You want to check it out. And what we've also dropped earlier in the year is Pick'em dropped his Arizona defense that has the same formation, and they both run it differently. So depending on, if you're on next gen, you're going to be able to use mostly, all of Drini's stuff and then some of Pick'em stuff. And if you're on the last gen, you're going to use all of Pick'em stuff and some of Drini's stuff. So now you combine them both together and you've got a great defense, right? Now, I just wanted to add this blitz to you because it's something that I've been having a lot of fun with. And the reason why this works so well is the alignment, right? You've got the ability to have this linebacker comes down against compression. You've got these guys in a spot, and it's really, really quick. All you're doing is blitzing all linebackers and bringing this guy down, right? So again, depending on what they're doing, you're going to see how, just blocking a running back is just not the answer, right? Because you're going to see how we're going to get, heat to the quarterback. Blocking the tight end is just not the answer, because you saw that earlier where if you just block the tight end, you're going to have that ability to get in. So this is going to be one of those that, if you just want to guarantee some heat on the quarterback, you're going to be able to use this and really have a lot of success and make them feel uncomfortable, right? There's times to where you want to play coverage, you want to do this, you want to do that. There's times to where, you're in a situation where I need to put the quarterback on a timer and see if he can make a hot read. And that's what this is, right? If you're worried about different things to where, the middle's covered. Say they're basically sending 5 out and they're sending a streak. We can go ahead and cover the RB with that player, and they're sending 5 out. You're still going to get somebody in, right? Just because of the fact that that guy is basically going in there. Obviously, Barrett's got strip specialists, a great thing. Just took the ball away from Matt Ryan. But this blitz will definitely help you when it comes to situational calls. A lot of people play bunch. A lot of people do guns tight. I'll show you with gun tight, it's going to look the same way, right? So here's gun tight. You're going to notice that tight doubles. We'll look at this, right? So we do the same thing. They're going to be in that same spots. We're going to blitz everybody right here, and you're going to see that it's the same result, right? Same result as these guys coming in on this side this time, right? So it really just it's one of those blitzes that when you can guarantee it's coming in unless they max protect, you're going to feel really, really good about it, using it when you want to, or bluffing it when you want to. What I mean by bluffing, we can go ahead and do this to where we're putting the A in a deep middle third, right? So now we've got this guy here. We can go ahead and man up this guy over here, and now you've got what looks like a blitz, but now you've got pretty much max coverage. If you want to, you can take this X, put them on a hard flat. So now you've got the flat to left coverage. You've got basically, I would personally move, do it on the tight end so that you got the flat to the right covered. And now you've got everything covered and you're in pretty good space. You can put your soft squats a little bit deeper if you wanted. It's one of those things that you can do a lot with. When you send a blitz and you show a blitz look, and then next thing you do is you just basically max protect out of it, that's really going to mess with some people. And a lot of times if they're max protecting, they got 3 guys going out, and you've got max coverage. So kind of something you go back and forth with. Wanted to show it to you again because it really does pair well with our 245 odd that Drini just dropped. Arguably the best player in the MCS era. And Pick'em, who's a great defensive player in his own right, did the same formation in a different style earlier in the year. So check those guys out. $9.95 unlocks all of our game plans on our site, so you can get all those. Both those game plans plus anything that we've done on offense. We've got the 335 Sam in the Detroit Lions. Just a lot for you guys. Check it out. Appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on tomorrow's video.